it's Jaylyn from Jaylyn Cooking, and we are back after a couple of weeks of being away due to technical problems. We got new phones, so if the recording is better and the video is better, please let me know in the comments below so we can know if you guys think it looks good. Today I'm going to be making homemade chili, and it's a recipe that I made up because I like to make up recipes. So we'll get started. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I peel a garlic. I'm going to cut the tip off, and then I'm going to put it in this thing right here, and you're just going to roll it back and forth until you can hear, and it peeled the garlic. So I have 5 pieces of garlic that I'm going to cut. Alright, now I'm cutting it in half after I sliced it. And then now I'm just going to mince it. And then you just kind of go back and forth on the garlic until it gets finely minced. Alright, and I'm going to go ahead and take a swish of olive oil and put it in my pan. Then I'm going to turn it on to about 5. And I'm going to start to saute the garlic. And while that's starting, I'm going to cut up a tomato. Or, not a tomato, an onion. Alright. I usually peel about 1 to 2 layers of the onion off to get all the bad stuff off. And then I'm going to do my thing here. And I'm using a purple onion. Alright, and then I'm going to dice it up a little bit more. Then we're going to go ahead and saute the onion and the garlic. that's going to take a minute to get hot. You can always add the olive oil and turn on the pot before you start cutting the garlic and the onion, so it's a little bit warmer. And then we're going to use 3 pounds of hamburger. And what I do is I go to Costco and I get a big tube of about a 10-pound tube of hamburger. They don't sell it at the counter. You have to go and ask at the butcher, and he'll grab you a tube. It's really, really good. Okay, so the onions and garlic have been sauteing for about 10 minutes or 5 minutes. So we're going to add the hamburger. And I like to crunch it up. Well, not crunch it up, but smush it up. And you don't have to use hamburger if you don't want to. You can use tofu for a protein source, or even like Beyond Meat. I know that's a thing. Whatever Beyond Meat hamburger is. Or you can just make it just with beans. Alright. Yeah, ground turkey, ground chicken, Beyond Meat. For you, those veggie heads out there. And I got a flat spatula so that I can saute this meat in the pot. There we go. I can also use my spoon. And I'm using about 3 pounds of meat, or about, I don't know, I kind of measured it and cut it myself, so it could be anywhere between 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds of meat, or 3. So I don't weigh it before I cut it and then put it in the plastic. Alright, so that's going to cook for a minute. So while that is cooking, I'm going to cut another onion, a small onion. And this one I'm going to use to put on top of the chili when it's done. And you just want to keep stirring the meat until it's cooked. And you're just going to dice it. and put it in this bowl. And that is going to go on top of the chili when it's finished. And it takes about 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes to cook up the meat. Alright, so the meat is done. So I'm going to drain it. And the type of meat that I'm using is a 80-20, and I feel like that's the best meat. We used to get the 70-30, but it was always too fat, and it was like you were losing a lot of the meat to the fat. So, alright. So next up is going to be our beans, and I have a can of pinto beans. Just a tad. And I'm going to drain those. And put those in. And then a can of dark kidney beans. And as you can see, I'm just using generic Walmart brand, so you don't have to get a fancy brand or anything. Alright, and then a can of black beans. And if you want, you can add the liquid to your, and if you want, you could add the liquid to your chili. I don't prefer it in mine. And then we're gonna mix that up. Okay, there we go. Then I'm gonna take a can of diced tomatoes, a 14.5 can of diced tomatoes, and a 28 can or 1 pound of crushed tomatoes. You can also do this in the microwave, or the microwave. You can also do this in the crock pot. Is once you get your meat cooked, you can put the meat and then all the ingredients in the crock pot and set it for high for 4 or low for 8 hours. Here we go. Alright, so now I'm going to add the chili sauce for the mix. And what I use is a Carol Selby's chili kit. You can make it hot or mild. I just make it mild, so I just add the chili mix. And this is like really good. It's very flavorful and yummy. And I just sprinkle it on. And I'd like to drain the meat because there's this, it just takes the extra fat out. There we go. It's starting to look like and smell like chili. And then I'm going to taste it just to see if I need to add a little salt. And yes, I'm going to add a little bit of salt. It comes with a salt pack. Or it used to come with a salt pack. So I'm going to go ahead and use, I have some sea salt here. And I'm going to add about a teaspoon of salt at a time until I like the taste. And you can do that also. You don't have to add the salt if you don't like salt. Salt always brings out a little of the flavor. Plus, I'm going to let it cook for about a half an hour and then it'll be done. So, let's see if that worked. Oh, we need to mix it in a little bit better. There we go. Let's see. Perfect. Just about enough. About a teaspoon of salt is what I want to use in this big old pot of chili. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and let it cook for about a half an hour and then it should be ready. I'm going to put a lid on it and let it simmer at about a 3 or medium low heat until it's ready. Alright, we'll see you in about a half hour. Alright everyone, so now we have our chili all done. And we're going to give it a stir. Lovely. Alright, don't stir it too hard. And we're going to go ahead and turn off the stove. And it smells really good. And I'm going to take my little spoon and put up to okay, 3. And I'm going to take some of my raw onion. And some cheddar cheese, shredded. And let's take a bite. Oh yeah, that tastes really, really good. Okay, so that here we have is chili with cheese and onion. And I want to thank you guys for coming back to our show and watching this new episode. And remember to hit the like, subscribe, and that notification bell to know when we have a next episode. We're still going to try to post on Saturday mornings at noon, Pacific Standard Time. And then also, again, if you guys don't mind putting down in the comments how you like this video versus the other videos. As far as clarity, voice, and all that stuff, so we can know if our new cameras and phones are working really well. Alright guys, have a great week. See you next week. Bye.